And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there at 22.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth, and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
No. Check. Patriot.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on plays that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Get out. Sweat, hey. We go 46. 26.
Second down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Get out. It's coming now. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We go 46. We go 48. We go 46. We go 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
To the right. We go 48. We go going to 54. Why in? We go 46. Sweat to 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. to mix it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Prescott off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
On the return is Ferguson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now for the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tall.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play fake. Here's Prescott out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
46.
First down, Prescott. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to drop him for a loss of 4.
46.
Play action now, Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time to step aside. More from Cleveland after this. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
A handoff to Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will give him a 12-point lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return is Ferguson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Ferguson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking for Shepard deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Prescott now on second down. Flush to his right. Dumps it off to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Prescott to throw it. Open man is Uzama. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Here go 46. Good. Here you go. Sway. Hey. Here we go 46. Good. Good. It's coming now.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Steps away to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Switch. Hey. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Get out.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
It's coming now. 26. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now, Barney!
Mayfield, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Spins away. Room here to run. And he finally runs at a gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Here's a give to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Go to 54, go to 54, 180. 26, 26.
Another try for Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun